So why would I include a tip about employee engagement? Well, the Canada Human Resource Centre says that 75% of the working population in this country is either disengaged or actively disengaged in the workplace. I'm going to repeat that. 75% of people are disengaged or actively disengaged in the workplace. I couldn't find numbers in Canada, but in the United States, organizations spend $500 billion to keep these disengaged workers working. It's hard to fire people sometimes. There are unions, collective bargaining agreements, other reasons. So they're paying them to work. That costs a heck of a lot of money. So is it important maybe to spend some time and energy to try and engage this 75% of the population that's not doing a whole lot of work? I think it is. And employee engagement is a huge deal now in terms of organizational behavior. So about 3 years ago, I ran a project looking at how to manage multi-generations in the workplace. And one of the organizations that was involved was a large grocery store, part of a national chain. And one of my activities was to just walk around the store and just kind of observe, see how staff were working with each other, how they were working with customers, and so on. And one day, I'm watching this high school kid who's working there after school, and he's supposed to be restocking a shelf in the grocery store. And this kid looks like he just wants to die. He's like, oh, and he's going like so slow. And I figured, well, I got to go talk to this kid and see what's going on. So I walk over to the kid and I say, how's it going? How are you enjoying the task that you've been given? Oh, I hate it. It's so boring. I can't stand this. I said, okay, well, thanks for letting me know and good luck. So I went to talk to the supervisor. And I said, what do you think of that high school kid? He said, he's a great kid, really great kid, but he doesn't work all that quickly. But I don't want to fire him because he's such a good kid. I said, would you mind if I tried something on the next shift? He said, not at all. So next day, kid comes into work. I get the kid, I get another male student who's working there, and I get the supervisor. And I say to the supervisor, show these two kids exactly how you want that shelf stocked and fixed. Supervisor says, okay. So he does his thing on the shelf. Everything is nice and neat. All the labels are facing forward. Dusts everything off. No space between the cans. Looks great. And I said, cool. Guys, here's your task. You have this section. You have this section. The first one to complete their section exactly the way the supervisor did his goes to the deli department, gets a free pizza and a pop. Well, their eyes just lit up. We're talking about teenagers here. A whole pizza and a pop. So what do you think happened? You can imagine. These guys went at it right away. They were kidding each other, ribbing each other, having a great time, laughing, working. These shelves got done so quickly and done so well. And of course, the winner went and rewarded himself with a pizza and a pop. It was a beautiful thing to see. So here's the tip. I'm going to share something with you that is going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars in your organizations. You don't have to hire a consultant like me to come in and do this, do an employment engagement study in your place. You just have to ask 3 questions. Here are the 3 questions. First question to all of your employees, each one. First question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your job here? Second question, is there anything that you would like to do here that you're not doing now? And the third question, how can I help? If you ask your employees those 3 questions, you'll find an amazing amount of information that will help you if you choose to listen to the responses and take action on them. Just listening to them is nice, but you need to actually do something about it. And then that'll change the level of engagement of your employees, just like I did with that kid. Those 2 kids were totally engaged. There was no the day before, you know all that negative energy when somebody is not enjoying their job? You feel it as a customer, right? And sure, a grocery store, you're going in, you have to get some groceries because you need them, But if you feel this negative energy and the place doesn't feel right, you don't stay long or longer than you have to. But when those two kids are having a good time and the energy is positive, who knows? You might stay there an extra half hour, buy some more food. So it's really important to have your employees engaged.